So biochar is basically charcoal, that is nearly pure carbon, which is made from any type of biomass. When you use wood, what you get is charcoal, but when you use garden waste, which is mainly leaf litter or small twigs, etc., you get sort of a semi-powdery kind of a black colored powder that is called biochar. Now biochar is it's if you can add it back into the soil, and that will improve the fertility of the soil. So there are a couple of things that happen. If you have this kind of a carbon powder which is made from garden waste, then because garden waste is a low density biomass, your char that is produced from that, it has porosity. So there are a lot of pores in it. These pores then do the job of holding water molecules and also allowing soil bacteria to reside in them. So if you have biochar mixed in the soil, in general the porosity and water holding capacity of the soil increases. So these are the two things which help in improving fertility of the soil. So this is the main reason why biochar suddenly got a lot of attraction from all over the world. People have typically used either waste wood or agricultural waste as source of biochar, because this has only been looked upon as a soil additive for farms, and therefore you need quantities in tons, and therefore you need your raw material also in large quantities. However, it's a very powerful technology for managing garden waste in an urban setting, because the garden also needs fertile soil. Your quantity of waste is relatively small, but you can convert it into biochar and put it back in the soil. So this becomes a circular process. So it's a highly sustainable way of managing garden waste. So the process for making biochar is essentially the process of gasification of solid biomass. So if you are making biochar from garden waste, you need to put it in a specially designed kiln or a container, and then you essentially heat that biomass. When you heat any organic material, that drives out volatile compounds. This volatile gas starts coming out. Now you don't want to let it just go out in the atmosphere. If that happens, then that is going to cause pollution. So you must burn off the gas. So what you see burning in the process of making biochar, it is the gas that is burning, and gases always burn cleanly. So there is no pollution happening there. You are in fact ensuring to avoid pollution by burning off the gas that is coming out from the biomass. Now once all the volatiles have left, what is left behind is essentially almost pure carbon. That is your char. So the kiln is a sort of an enclosed container with a special design. You put your biomass or your garden waste in this kiln, and you then light at the top. So it's only the top layer that is going to burn. The heat will start driving out volatile gases from the layers that are below that. And as the gas then starts burning, the heat for further gasification is provided by the burning gas itself. So there is no solid biomass being burned directly there. The container ensures that the supply of oxygen is coming in only at the flame for the gas. So it's only the gas that burns, only that much oxygen is being supplied. It cannot start burning the solid material itself. So you will actually see that the flame front, which starts at the top, it slowly goes down into your stack of biomass inside the kiln. And the gas will keep on burning, and because gas being gas, it is always going to rise up. So you will see a flame hovering above the top of the kiln. As long as the flame is burning, that means gas is still being produced. When all the volatiles are driven out and are burnt off, the flame starts dying down. So then your process is completed. Now you just empty the kiln and pour water on the smoldering heap. That will douse all the fire, and you have your biochar. So it's a fairly simple process. Two people can operate one kiln or even two kilns side by side, and that can even in an operation of 4 to 5 hours, even a sizable garden, all the dry garden waste that has been generated can be processed in this manner in just about a day or so. So the process of biocharring is a fairly scientifically studied and developed process now. It is important to use the right kind of technology and right kind of process. If you are doing that, then you can produce biochar with minimal pollution. There is hardly any pollution,